What's up, secret chat, Brad? How we doing? The Mongoose, 6 months of subbing. What? I hadn't even caught up on another thing. Zane's dad, 2 months of subbing. Sergeant Story, continuing the heater they were on yesterday. Let's go, Sergeant Story, Quilt Nerd Show, Morgan, Pin Meets Inc., Stephanie Cake, Word Bird Nerd. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the gifted subs. Hype out the morning. Thank you so much. That's super kind. You're out of hand. I owe you an email. Welcome to my email inbox, Sergeant Story. I did read the email. Whether I respond to it, that's a given. I'm going to respond to it. When I respond to it is the biggest question. Why do you have no sound? Do y'all have sound? Nibors with the gifted, with the giveaway redemption. We're having a hair issue this morning. I brought a hat because I'm going to drive myself crazy. I think Sergeant Story is making it their goal to make Brad Cower happy tears every day. Everyone has sound? Okay. Check yourself. No bod. I know you can't hear me though, so I'm going to keep talking like you pretend you can hear me. All right, let's do a giveaway. Oof. Like I got to do something about this giveaway stuff, chat. I got to feel more locked in about what we're gonna get on the giveaways. I had sound on the alerts this time. Nib Wars, if that is your real name. What is this? Ooh, that's fancy. All right, we'll do it. Oh look, y'all gotta send me some more pictures. Y'all remember Chester? Whose cat was that? No alert sounds. I heard them on my side, so I can look at that later. Except now, of course. Jay Schultz, welcome. Thank you for the 8 months of subbing. Let's go. Y'all remember Chester? Chester's the cat that likes pencil shavings. So y'all gotta send me some. Y'all gotta send me some more pictures. We can put them up here with Chester. Chester needs some buds. Chester needs some buds. All right. We're going to do a 2-pack of notebooks because I saw these and went, ooh, cool. So this came with the, this looks like the California, is this California coastline from that Blackwing series? You need to I need like a physical pic, like, like a 3x5-ish or a little smaller, whatever, to tape up on here. Fun fact, Chester gets along great with cats and dogs. I love pet fun facts. So we have this from whatever this number was for Blackwing, that cool one. California, I know. It looks like California, and it's like West Coast-ish, right? That looks like California. Butt photo incoming. Well, I'll put that up there. And then related, 2 rivers, even though that looks like a river, even though it's a coastline. So these were sitting next to each other. So let's put them together. Sorry, that was a little loud in your ears. So Nib Wars. Thank you for the redemption. Let's do this giveaway real quick. And then we'll see if Brad is productive today. You just never know. You just never know. All right. We're going to call this Coastal Rivers. All right, giveaway is open. Exclamation point. Raffle. Anyone can enter. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. Thank you. Paper Cat Lady, 31 months of subbing. Let's go. We had a great day on stream yesterday. Out of the blue. It was just a random, hey, let me cool down after the podcast stream. And it ended up just being a madhouse of gifted subs and fun yesterday. Gifted subs and like really tier 1 S tier giveaways. Naughty Zoot with the 5 gifted subs. Let's go. There's planning in the stream tag, so there's clearly nothing wrong with just spending the whole stream planning what to do. True. Naughty Zoot with the gifted subs to Jay, Demarried, L Riggs, Honda Rider, and Fanged. Enjoy your gifted subs. Give a shout out to Naughty Zoot. Let them know you got that sub. Check out those new Toby emotes. Did you score the bucket or just the penny suckers? Oh, the bank thing. So I didn't have to go back. Sam, I owe you an email as well. Yes, I saw it. It was long, so it got held until later. Mostly listening. I'm making yarn on my spinning wheel. That's the perfect spot to randomly listen to someone yap about stationery on the stream while you're actively on your spinning wheel. So that's awesome, Switch Knitter. The payment was made. So I was literally walking out the door. I got a phone call again from the bank, and they're like, "Oh, the scanner ended up being down for three hours, which is the difference from my first appearance till now. And once it came back, the file went through. So, and I know Bennu got payment because my shipping notification came today. So there you go. We're good to go. So it went through. I did not have to make a second trip to the bank. Do you want to answer one question now? Should I send you stuff? No, you should. No, like, and I will reply and I'll tell you why. And it'll make sense when I tell you. So, Yo, Brad was getting caught up on podcast episodes. Got a big lap about the Fig Boot video part. I was neighbor to that vendor. Stuff was rough. Ooh, man, that was a lot. That was a lot. Yeah, it was like, let's go back to the lab. Let's go back to the lab for a minute and figure stuff out. So see, just Glyph can answer the fact that I actually do read the emails. I just may not respond quickly. So there you go. Brad, my first plotter arrived last night, and this spiral into madness is almost entirely your fault. So here's what I'm thinking, Tainted Crimson. So far, Toasty Treat's winning that I'm not going to be productive at all today. We got to do this giveaway. So I've been using this pretty frequently. I'm already thinking I need like the archive thing because I'm using so many pages, and at some point I'm gonna have to take these out. Someone had the pin at the Pin Club meeting, and it's truly awful. That's amazing. So like, we're just writing like all kinds of stuff. This has been like a really good thing for me. So like, that's where we're at so far. So, and then we have the weekly stuff that I've been doing. That's been jamming. We got the task list up front. Like, this is definitely kind of my go-to situation. This is the narrow. This is the narrow size. So, yeah. This is the narrow. Yeah, I thought I saw Brooks in a picture there. Next to them. All right, let's do this giveaway before I forget. Front and back of pages, absolutely. It's so small, you want to maximize. Pick a winner. At Braz, AP Braz. I'm pretty sure you won before. Maybe, yes, no, maybe, definitely not, yes, could be. Waiting impatiently for my narrow plotter to be delivered today. Nice. Missed those hot takes? Yeah, I'll have to audit that. Have you won before? AP Braz, is that how you say your name? First time, nice. Congrats. These are some cool notebooks, not gonna lie. I'm pretty happy with this myself. So we got the Field Notes 2 Rivers, and we got the Blackwing, the California Coastline. I can't remember the name of the number that went with. One more out of the Zero Wins Club. The people were nice and pleasant, great show neighbors for how packed we were. Product-wise, big miss. Yeah. 840, thank you, Naughty Zoot. God, I had 8 in my head. Like, pretty good by me. All right, let me get you a Bork on here. All right, so I need you to send me an email with your shipping address, hello@penaddict.com. Do that for me. And I will, okay, so let's talk about shipping real quick. Brad got the Hippo notebook. Thanks again for the giveaway. Nice. It's a good product. It's a good product. So, and what you won. Thank you, Faith. That's what I was getting at. Tell me you won the notebooks, the River Coastal notebooks, whatever. Just something, notebooks. What I was going to say about shipping is starting this afternoon, I am going to go through the, we got a booster, 14 hundo recommendations. We got a bunch of recommended viewers yesterday. They came in like, oh my gosh, it's about pens. And they stayed, so it was cool. Shipping. It might be Monday before I get this week's giveaway winners out because today I'm prioritizing knock shipping. If you didn't hear, I did my last little small inventory update for the knock website because I need to take the website down. I need to disconnect the shop from Squarespace, from payment processing, from I basically I got to get the books right for knock to close out the business part of it. So that's what I'm working towards this week. So yeah, I'm starting that. It's going to take me, there's a lot of orders. It's going to take me a few shipping days to get this out. So it'll be next week. So your giveaway stuff that we're doing today and the last 2 days, I probably won't ship till Monday. Like I'm going to shuffle that down the list a little bit. Curious about the Montegrappa Venetia. Do you know the width of the grip? I do. I got batteries for my calipers. So we can measure that up real quick. Good morning, Thunder Viking. Good morning, Bullseye. Let's do that. Oh, look, it matches the cover of Sarah's book. Sarah is not here today, or this week, or next week. She's down in New Orleans, writing about spooky stuff. Hope you find the lost pins during shipping. Yeah. It won't be during the shipping process, but we might be in another shelf down after this week, or after next week, I should say. So things are getting lighter and lighter in there, so hopefully that will come up. All right. I'm a little uncomfortable putting metal on my my pins, but we'll be careful. All right. So there's a slight taper here in the grip, right? So I'm going to check it just like a little bit above the narrowest point. Painter's tape over the calipers? Yeah, I'm just going to be real gentle. So just over 10 millimeters. Okay. So it probably ranges from what up here? Almost 11 at the top to 9 at the 9 3/4 at the narrowest. Do you check inside the knot products before shipping? I actually do. I mean, because I inspect them all completely. So I do. So yeah, I hope that helped. The plotter is both, Faith. The plotter is the cover and the inserts. They sell it all. One-stop shopping. So yeah, I need to put some washi tape on my calipers. But I was careful. Toby, stop. Golly. You're grossing me out, man. All right. Oops. Get Composted is on the EEF bandwagon. I like it. Extra fine. Plotter is a brand. Yes. So it's a system, essentially. So Plotter is all of these things except like the pen. But they do have pens. But yeah. So they sell all the pieces parts. Her handwriting was so small. You wouldn't believe it. We'll have to have a small handwriting test. As small as I write, I always lose the small handwriting competitions. I've got some friends that are just like knockouts. How's your use of the Mini 5 coming along? Poorly. So I got to figure out what to do with that. I carried it as my wallet for about a week. It's fine. I like my regular wallet better because I ended up never needing, like, I'm not in a situation where I would need to write very much when I'm driving around. Like, I literally didn't leave the house for like 5 days last week, right? Tim Crow will be offering Osprey nibs on his pins. What's your experience with the Osprey? He will have XXF. Words are hard this morning. I don't know. I've never used one, so I need to get one of Tim's pins anyway. So maybe that's something I'll test when I buy one. Probably next year. I'm probably on a mostly personal pin buying hiatus till next year. I say that now, but those are like the worst things to say for me. New wallets from Rickshaw, the best I've ever had. I'll have to check them. I have a little pocket Belroy that I love. So yeah, I mean, it worked. It technically worked great as a wallet, right? Because I have a little pouch. I don't carry more than that would fit in a pouch anyway in my wallet. Excuse me. Excuse me. I ate some granola right before I came on stream. Oof. I just didn't use the notebook and pen part of it, right? I would almost carry both as an option. Like if I thought I was going to write something, then I would carry my wallet and this, if that makes sense. I still use my Knock wallet. I actually finally, after all these years, wore out one. I do have a backup, but I switched into the Belroy. But I do have a backup Knock wallet. It's like a great size. So, Mama Bears, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, like it totally works as a wallet, but I don't want it to be my full-time wallet if I don't have the intention of using the notebook part as much. Love my Mini 5 wallet, but the pages are getting a little bent. Maybe I should put more in it. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the beauty too, right? That's one of those things you'll just have to accept that this is not going to be like a perfect writing situation because it's so tiny, right? So I got to think about what this would be good for because I'm using the heck out of the narrow. All right. Just so we can prove Toasty Treat wrong, which is one of my favorite things to do because it rarely happens, we're going to at least have one segment of productivity today. So let me do this, and then we'll start being unproductive again. But we have to prove the haters wrong, chat. It's time for me to get back into writing, copying this book that I've been working on since last year, that I haven't worked on since last year. Yeah, if you have to taunt me to work harder, I mean, I guess it kind of works in everyone's favor, right? It kind of works out. I'll buy the Mini 5 off of you if you decide to let it go. Yeah, I don't think that's not on my radar right now, but I will keep that in mind. But I don't think I have any intention of selling it. But I need to think about it more. Sometimes, like, it could sit here for another few months, and then I would go, you know what? I haven't used it for 5 months. Yeah, maybe we should move on. So, 1 week till Ohio Pen Show. Will the pen sale happen before the end of the year? I cannot say with any certainty. Mostly because of this. Like, the Knock stuff is going to take me probably a good week to ship. Then Benu's coming in. That's going to take me a couple of weeks to go through. Opus is coming in on top of that. So I've probably got like a month worth of shipping to think about. So will it happen before the end of the year? I can't totally say. I would like it to. You want to see pins? Should we? Yeah, trying to get me off my commitment. Well, look, Mama Bear says I want to see pins. How am I gonna deny that from a new follower wanting to see pins? All right, which tray should we bring out? We brought out the fancy, colorful pins tray. Let's look at the sailor pin tray. If y'all look at this tray 2, that's the sailor pin tray. We're gonna let Toasty Treat win, aren't we? If you've been a long-time viewer, you're going to see some differences in this tray, and I will not confirm or deny anything that has been removed from this tray to go up for sale. So let's do that. We'll save the pilot tray for another day. So, Mama Bears, that's a pin box. It holds 100 pins. So this is what we currently have in this tray right now. Andrew, I told you I'm not answering any questions. You'll just have to make assumptions on your own. All right, here we go. All right, so hang on. Let me get some space here. Oh, let me just shift these pins. I know. All right, so let's just move these down so we can talk about them a little bit better. Because I can't get the whole edge of the tray in the camera. So, how's that, Mama Bear? So there's some of my Sailor fountain pens with a Rogue Platinum here on the end. It's funny, as much as I love Platinum, that's pretty much my Platinum. So, you know the orange one that I bought at the San Francisco Pen Show? So that orange, it was an apricot from Nagasawa. I bought at the San Francisco Pen Show this year. Carly Brook with the gifted sub to Mama Bears. Where's your alert? Let's go. Thank you so much, Carly. Excuse me. What's up, OSU? So I would have had a second Platinum in here, but I got an email. And the emailer said, I have been looking for that pen for so long, being the orange one. I put in refill. And I was like, you know what? How about I'll sell you this pen for, I haven't even, inked it up from the show. I'll just sell it to you for what I paid for it. And that's what I did. So I was happy to do that. So yeah, there's my Sailors. The big green mosaic, sky blue, King of Pen, which is the one the CY got for you. I have that one inked up right now. No, they're just kind of randomized right now. So not all Sailors are in here. So this is the one from CY. Do you own the Goulet exclusive Northern Light Sailor? No, but that's a great color. I love that color. So this is the mini baby Sailor. This one's inked up. None of these are inked up. So this one's inked up right now. Written in Rice, what's up? You heard me say San Francisco Pen Show and you appeared. That's how it works. Fujiyama Blue looks the best to me. It's a great one. So yeah. I wish you had two. I'm looking for that apricot one as well. You get to hang out with CY next week? Nice. Where? You going to Tokyo? Happen to log into Twitch for once. All right, how should I reorganize these? I don't know, the Riallo. Should I, this is a small one. This is a big one. Here, we're going to reorganize. We're going to do a poor job of reorganizing in some kind of way. It's probably not going to work out for me, though. What if I did this? There. Those are at least by size and the Platinum. Or size and style, at least. Is that better? Can y'all sleep at night now? What's the clear one? This is the Pizza Planet pen. This is from... I haven't inked this one up in a while. I need to. This is from the YY Pen Club. This was when I went on a hunt for an interesting Riallo and got this one. So we call it the Pizza... I call it the Pizza Planet Riallo because it uses the font like the Pizza Planet and Toy Story. But this is like a super limited edition. I don't know, would they make 50 of these, 100 of these, something like that? Does it have a number on it? And then I got a needlepoint grind on it by Nagahara at the San Francisco Pen Show in, 2019 when he was there? Are these numbered? I don't think they're numbered, but there was only like 100 of them or something like that. The one on the right, this one will never be sold. This was my first, going really off the deep end for a Sailor. This was the first Bungu Box Love Pink one. So, And this one has a stub nib in it, which they sent to me. They pulled for me specifically, which I appreciated. So this is one of my favorite because it's got the ion plated trim. So yeah, this was great. This is one of my first like super special edition pens of any type, not just Sailor, but like anytime I like had to get something like from overseas because I just had to have it. Like this was one. This is still one of my favorite pens ever made. Brad, did you catch a glimpse of the new Tea Time Sailor sneaking in a bunga box of JP's Instagram story? I did not, but we've seen we shared pictures of them here, and talked about them on the podcast. They look cool. They look like this one here, the habanero. So we have one, like I could think of 3 Sailors that I pulled out of here for sale, and I think there's one more I'm not gonna say which. So yeah. There we go. Still want the Sailor Purple Cosmos. I had one of those. I had one with a zoom nib, and I got an Architect on it, which made it actually better. But then I ended up selling it because I wasn't using it. All right, Mama Bears. There's your pen. So we're gonna do some writing. I'll show you another pen. That tray has worked out so well. Now I just need to finalize it, right? All right. Let me know if the Mosaic gets pulled. Probably that's on the never list as well. And those are probably 2 that I use very infrequently. The Pink Love and the Mosaic are 2 of the least inked pens that I have, but that will never go away. I know. I will actually, those can be in the next round of ink ups. I just went through, before we started the stream, I started going through my inked pens to see which ones needed to be cleaned. I only found one that I had written dry. So I've got some work to do to write these other pens dry here. So what we're doing, if you use the tag !doing, I still have that command from last year when I started this project. I'm doing a book copying project just so I can work on my handwriting, use my pens, things like that. So this is me writing a bunch of pages of The Bone Reaver's Orchard, which is, oh man, I need to update that doing to maybe like take out that goal. We're just going to do it. We're just going to write without the goal this year. So I maybe need to update that command. But Inkwell Monster is a friend, a good friend. She writes for the Pen Addict. She's also an author. She's also in this stream a lot, but she's out of town this week and next week. So I chose her book that I love so much called The Bone Reaver's Orchard. So let's get to writing here. So if you want to do your own writing project, I've had a couple of tips here. One, find a lay flat notebook. So this is the Story Supply Thick Plot with this leather cover. This is a notebook I just had sitting around. It lays flat, right? So you don't want to have that frustration. Number 2, switch pens and ink pretty frequently, right? I was doing like 4 and 5 pages per selection, and just so I wouldn't get bored, right? Just so I can use different things. The whole goal of this was to use different pens, different nibs, different inks, things like that. Related to that, I keep a list of the pen and ink that I used and matched it to the page number that I've used it for in the book, right? So we're over here on the 2nd page. So what we'll do today is, let's see, we'll go to sorry. This is Nemosine 0.6 stub. And this ink is Yoseca Ink Institute. What's the name of this ink? Someone grab this ink real quick for me. I wonder what happens if you finish the notebook but not done copying the book yet. I tried to kind of math out if I could fit it in here, but I would just switch to another notebook. Failed hard last November, so I'm going to pick up where I left off. Yeah. So what is this blue ink's name? This had the long name. It's a review on my blog. Someone grab that for me so I can write it in here. Ming Kong K Che Blue. Yes, thank you. That's exactly it. Green onion sprouts. Thank you. And then I write the page number that it starts on, and then when I'm done, I'll finish. So we're gonna start this on page 70. I've done 69 pages. Nice. So then we're gonna go 70. We'll just put 70 and open there. I also keep a scrap sheet of paper in here. Sometimes you put your pen down, the ink. I want it to be pretty consistent when I'm writing. So sometimes you put your ink down, or you're literally just haven't used a pen in a week, and then I keep a little tester in here to just prime the pen before I write. So this is why I have this just weird scrap sheet of paper here. Yeah, this has been a good ink. Lastly, blotter paper. I gotta do it. So this is my most used and loved piece of blotter paper. So we're gonna put the page number down here. All right. So there we go. One of the things you can do, that you don't have to do, but I think a lot of the productivity fans here will appreciate, is you can set yourself a timer for focus, like a focus timer. Let me put this down real quick as I get set up. So you can use a digital timer, set a timer on your phone. I have one of the High Tide Sandglass. This is a 15-minute timer. So I will use this today. And when I'm at this desk, I will use this to write at, just to give myself breaks. Like sometimes when you're writing and focusing, you get like bad posture, or forget to drink, or you need to stand up and stretch. 15 minutes good for me. I can't really do like a 30-minute timer. That's too long for me. I'm too scatterbrained. Obviously, y'all been here. You've seen me. I definitely lose track of stuff real quick. So this page has dots on it. They're very faint. I think the next book I do, once I finish this one, I might just do a lined notebook to get something a little bit better visual, because this actually hurts my eyes a little bit. 15 minutes of focus with 5-minute break is the sweet spot of writing for me. Gotcha. Yeah, you got to stop. Okay, that I would leave that right up to you to do that. So, the one thing I don't have is like a book stand or anything. So I just kind of get it somewhere where I don't have to work too hard to read it. Like I don't want to keep turning my neck much. The only challenge I have here is that to keep the notebook on camera, I'm not at my greatest ink posture. Greatest writing posture. I'm a little stretched out for my writing just to get it under the camera. So that's okay. That's just something, that's why I won't go for there'll be times where I'll write in here for 2 hours, but I won't be able to, I couldn't do it like in this position or this posture. So, but this is the book. I do have a digital copy of this as well, which I've used before. I've put it on my Kindle and set my Kindle up here. I just kind of like the physical book to kind of know where I'm at a little bit better, but I'm not quite halfway. I'm probably a little bit over a third of the way through, so we got a ways to go. So, all right, with that, those are our rules. That's our preparation. I'm gonna move this around. Let me get set here. All right, so I'm at the very last line on this page here, which you can't see. So yeah, let's start our timer and go. So I'll be pretty much heads down here. Y'all feel free to chat amongst yourselves. And I'll check chat here. If something happens, I will check. I'm not going to be totally blinded by it, though, as we go through this. If you're arachnophobic, don't read these words. Content warning. We need some background music while I do this. I feel sad for y'all. It feels boring for y'all. Talk amongst yourselves. Rhythm is a hard word to spell. This pen isn't very scratchy, so you can't hear it that much. Some of them you can. Yeah, we could do some non DCMA stuff like lo-fi girl and stuff like that. Although it might be good to have a timer on screen so people will know what's going on. Brad will pay attention again in 5 minutes. Spooky winds. All right. So that was my timer. Let me put this down real quick. So that just finished there. So that was 15 minutes. That's how much writing. That's 15 minutes worth of writing. So you can see how long this takes, right? It's a really, 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 really long process. So, but it's good. It's fun. But I do need to stop. I do two things when I'm writing like this. I tend to tuck my legs under the chair so I get really stiff, right? Like I put my legs up on the feet of the chair and I'm like hunched over, like I have a lot of tension in my legs. And then I grip the pen too hard. So I don't know if you noticed several times I would loosen my grip because I would just start forcing it, and then I would have to lighten up. Yeah, that's one from Gentleman Stationer. So this is the High Tide 15-minute hourglass. I might have one of those to give away. Let's see. We might do a giveaway of that later. I'll go check in a minute and see. All right, let me check a text from my wife from the meeting that I got out of today. How will the tipping wear when we go to Stone Paper next weekend? Oof. Oh, thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. So this is my normal fast writing. It's not like crazy high pace. It's reasonably fast. You know, it's a good moderate pace. I'm not slow or fast. If anything, I lean towards fast. And based on my style, you can see why I like squared off nibs, right? Stubs, cursive italics. You see why I have a preference for those types of nibs by just how they make my handwriting look, right? I missed the best writing commentary from the pits. Who was talking about writing? Oh, F1 style, F1 style commentary. Oh, nice. So yeah, so one of the things I always talk about when writing. Okay, I'll check that out when I can actually reach my mouse again. When I talk about like pens and nibs, like what nib should I buy? Well, the first question is, well, how do you write? How do you hold the pen? What is your style of writing? I write in a block capital letters. So guess what? Sharper, straight across nibs work for me as opposed to a rounded tipping nib. They make my writing look cleaner. So there you go. There you go. How was I in sector 1? Did I have any purple times in any of the 3 sectors? So all right, let me see if I can actually reach my mouse. Montegrappa oh my gosh, it's a mummy pen. Love the block style of writing. How do I make my writing look legible? It's literally just practice. So I used to, when I was working on my handwriting, like I actively decided to make my handwriting better. I got a legal pad and a pen, and then I found a style of writing that I liked that worked for me, like printing style, right? Yours might be cursive. And I found the A, and I just wrote the A over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then when I felt good, I could do that blindly, like just it was in my muscle memory. Then we went to B, and on and on and on. It takes a long time, but you can do it. All right. It's a mummy pen. It's a mummy pen. Oh, it's only 10 grand. That is wild. It looks better with the cap off. Oh, there we go. There we go. Boom. It definitely can't hold the candle to the pen with abs. The box, though, is there a box picture? I mean, this is Montegrappa for you. Oh, no. No, this is not happening. This is not happening. No, 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 no. Excuse me. No. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no, chat. Oh, chat. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at this. Oh, no, chat. No. No, chat. Anna Valkov, thank you for the follow. I missed Ryder Nazgul. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. 17 minutes ago, you dropped a follow. I appreciate that. It'll go with the portal. That would be cool if we could pass the tomb through the portal. Would he come back to life? Right? If we can pass the pool, the pass the pin through the portal, I think we might resurrect King Tut. That is a lot. That is a lot. Wow. Okay, Montegrappa. Do it, Brad. That is not a pin I want on loan. David will probably get it. Fig Boot will probably get it. You know, he gets loaned all the oh, Mama Bears, thank you. And I had a posture check. Ooh. I need to stretch my legs. Egyptians and portals. Ooh, the shop just called $700 to fix a teenager car that we only paid $1,200 for. Brutal. Man. Get one to give away. I need to do something for Fountain Pen Day giveaway. What day is the 1st? Chat, what day is the 1st? Today's the 27th. Oh, is the 31st on Tuesday? Oh, 1st on Tuesday? My normal giveaway day? Perfect. I need to think about I need to do something for FPD is a Friday. Yeah, so I can do it on Tuesday and close it on a Friday. Yeah, first Friday of November. Sorry, yes. But I can do it on Tuesday. Or should I do it the following Tuesday? I'll ask Carrie. If I was going to do a giveaway, should I wait till the Tuesday after or the Tuesday before? Yeah, so it's the Friday. So what might better do it after? Thursday before? I don't do Thursday giveaways. We're not going to change the format. So what's the best like promotion for that? Is the lead up, hey, this is getting ready to happen, or hey, it started. Go look. For that pin, Montegrappa didn't cheap out on the converter. They have converters in the Venetia. Tuesday after is election day. God, yeah, we probably should do it before. Just I'll text Carrie. I owe Carrie nib sizes for the next round of Montegrappas anyway. FPD hangover stream. Luckily, I'm good. I had 2 big pin shows where I satisfied my buying things needs. Okay, Tech Relic, great questions. Suggestions for what ink to use in the mummy pen. Let's hit it. TPA Opus 88 for Fountain Pen Day. I wonder if I'll have any in. Or we could do the Montegrappa. I like to do something big for Fountain Pen Day. I'll do something. Diatramenous Document White, Diamine something blood, ox blood. So y'all like the blood. The blood has been removed. I think we got to go more with I like the gold idea. I think we got to go more with like formaldehyde removal preservation color than blood, right? Egyptian blue. Golden barrel. For a 10K pin, you get a custom ink. Red with gold shimmer. Yeah, just fill it with formaldehyde. That's what I'm thinking for me. I like the golden sands and the African gold. Alt gold rune. Yeah, embalming liquid. What color is embalming liquid? We got any funeral parlor employees? KWC brown pink. I don't know why that made me laugh. Oh, what's that black and red ink I said I was going to buy? Was that KWZ? Golden Sands is really funny. KWZ Rotting Flesh. Yeah, that vampire one. That was a cool ink. Was that it was Pannonia? I might actually have to buy that ink. Yeah, the vampire one. Oh, if Sarah was here, I've got her Bennu like Skull and Bones or Skull and Roses, whatever that one's coming out. Comes out on the 1st. All right, Dracula. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Well, I need to. I actually do need. I do want to buy that ink. Yeah. Formaldehyde is colorless. I figured it would be. So then we should do. It should be like the what's one of those glow in the dark inks? That's what you need. Is one of those glow in the dark inks for the mummy. Is there a Diatremendous that smells like horse? Yeah, it's like literally called horse. Oh, Strigoi is this year's. Dracula was last year. I don't know if I'm pronouncing those right. Gotcha. How about a moldy Monteverde ink? Wow. Rip. Is it up for pre-order? This is what I'm talking about, chat. So the picture coming soon. Add to wish list. Does that mean 42 people already have it on their wish list? Rip. So the image Pannonia had was really, really cool. Breaking, all my colleagues have left. I'm now alone in the shop with a billion more Leonardos to tune up. What magical new Leonardo did you get in just out of the blue? I saw your text. I mean your tweet. Yeah. Oh yeah. Great. 43 people now have it on their wish list. That ink would go perfect in the Bennu Skull and Roses. So that's the Bennu I have coming. I told Sarah I was giving that to her to review. Luxury Brands is sending us that one. Is this the picture that got me? Yeah, thank you, Eric. So not so much that one. But when we got here, this is like crazy interesting. I don't know if it's been asked before, what's your favorite pen you own? That's a really tough question. So, but I like that it's favorite, like not like best, right? So like best and favorite, two different things. Favorite, God, if I had to pick an absolute favorite pen that I own, it's really hard not to pick my Namiki. The Murex would also be in there. Restless, I'm going to show you these in just a second. I don't know if any of them are new. A bunch are just back orders. Gotcha. So it is so it's boring, like totally boring. Yeah, I'm with you. So it's hard to see on this picture. Go click on this picture from Gamma Gamma. And I don't even know my favorite nib yet because I haven't picked out a pen for it. I have an idea though. I'm going to run it by you. What's my favorite non-fountain pen? That's probably like the Spoke pen. Like it's so good. It's so good. So my favorite pen, you know what? I think I am going to go with the Murex. I'll show that to you, Restless Mind. And I appreciate your first time chat. Let me grab it real quick. But I mean, that's a challenge. But as I'm looking at all these pens, it's like, oh, I got a lot of favorites here. So there's something about this pen. This is called the Pilot Murex. It looks very, very simple and basic. But it's about 50 years old. And it's this design that is just kind of this perfect simplicity. Perfect like pen simplicity. I can't explain why I just have a complete fascination with this pen. So yeah, it's not my most used. It's not the best. It might be my favorite, right? Yeah, so this is from 1971, I believe, or this one might be newer, but they first came out in 71. Boy, I can't read this. This one's a newer one. This might be 80. This might be like the last year they made them. But they originated in 71. So there's a date code on these. Yeah, so this one's from 1980. So this is a newer one. This might be the last year they made them, but they started in 71. One of these days I should get a 71 one. Using my Mew Black Stripe at work as an everyday carry. Yeah, so something about a pen that was designed 50 years ago that is so freaking good. Hey, Nobod, I'm reminded of that every day. Every day. Would you ever get a grind on the Murex? This one, no, because this one's a perfectly a perfect writer, and this is a fine nib. So they only came in fine and medium at the time. And no, I would not get it. I would not get a grind on this unless I had a problem with it. And yeah, this, and then like just that feel. And I only use Pilot blue black cartridges in this. God, I need to ink this up. I need to get to writing so I don't want to clean out these pens. I don't want to dump ink right now. I'm not in that mood because I like all the pens I got. So this is the largest. So this is the Murex is the largest. The Mu is the smaller. I don't have a Mu. I have an M90. So that's the smaller. So that's a remake of the old one. So this is the Mu, MYU. But this one's actually called an M90, but it's a remake of that. And I prefer the Murex. How many retro old pens do you possess, Brad? Not a lot. I mean, if I had to just randomly say a number, like 10, and we're talking like from the 70s or before, God, it may not even be that many. It's a pretty light number. Like I have a Parker Vacuumatic. I have a couple of cool Schaefers that I like, a Tuckaway, 2 Tuckaways, 2 Vacs, a Parker 61. So we're probably in that 10 range. So yeah, maybe see the Tuckaway. I don't have it in here. I need to go grab it. It's not in this room. I do have a Schaefer Imperial as well. I will bring the Tuckaway in here one day. Calm out, Dell. I really, really love that. The Tuckaway is smaller than this pen. Tuckaway is about that big. About 7/8 of this pen. Yeah, it's really good. It's a pocket pen, as the name might dictate, but it's like from the 50s or 60s, so it's a really, really neat pen. And it has one of the best nibs I own. So, do the nibs have flex? Absolutely not. These are nails, right? So one of the things that causes flex is like the nibs are like these self-contained units where this is built in, so it's pretty much hard as a rock, which is another reason why I like it, because that's the style of nib that I prefer. So there you go. But yeah, they are firm. Okay, chat, best retro pen from the 60s. I would start with like a Parker 51. I think that's a great style. It's a great writer. Parker 51s, Parker Vacs, and then Esther Brooks probably. The Schaefer Imperials are good too. Settle down, Toby. All right, chat. Give me 2 seconds. Watch this chair. Need to go talk to my wife real quick. Be right back. I'm gonna refill my drink. When I come back, we'll do a giveaway. Enjoy the chair. All right, we back. Who's in here subbing while I'm not here? Mafia Geek, 13 months of subbing. Let's go. All right, sorry. My wife had the school, like college counselor meeting thing today, so I just wanted to get a recap of that real quick. Standard, regular stuff. My daughter will be a senior next year, so they're starting to figure that stuff out now. It snowed at Rewizzleville last night. Unbelievable. All right, I brought y'all something to give away while I was up. I have another one of these. So this is the timer that I'm using today that I keep on my desk. This is a little teeny baby one. This is a 5-minute timer, 5-minute sand glass. So I had bought a couple of these from Joe to give away. This is my second one. I think we gave away one here before or on the blog. I can't remember which one. And I bought a second one here. So let me show you this. I think this is a cool color. Yeah. This is like that antique glass green. So, can you see that? You can kind of hear it. So yeah. So this is a little 5-minute timer. And I think they go all the way up to 30 minutes. So 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and I think there's a 30-minute one, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. So let's give this away. All right. And then I think I'll write another page, and then we'll probably wrap it for today. So well, I don't know. We'll see. I got a little bit to go. They're super cute. They're really not crazy expensive. They're like pretty reasonable. I think that's what made me get them. I was like, oh, this isn't bad. It's like, oh, I need a haircut. Y'all keep seeing me mess with my hair. It's bugging me. I need to go get a haircut tomorrow. Should we cut it all off? We might cut it all off. All right. The only bad thing about this desk when I start to write is I have to hide the keyboard. So now I got to move everything out of the way. Get the keyboard back. Link. Gentleman Stationer is US base. Will y'all put a link in here? Can someone grab that real quick, if you don't mind, while I get this giveaway set up? Have you ever gone beardless? It's been over a decade. Probably. Been probably around since my daughter was born, so maybe more than a decade. I think about it every now and then. I'm keeping it shorter than ever. Yeah. I'm not opposed to it. I would probably grow it right back, though, almost certainly. I mean, let's face it. Us older dudes, we don't necessarily grow beards because we want beards. We grow beards to hide our double and triple chins, right? It's an optical illusion here, right? Because then I just look like a thumb. And a baby. I would look even younger. But let's be clear. Let's be clear while we have beards, chat. I grew a beard because I don't feel like shaving twice a day. See, I'm the opposite. Another reason I don't mind the beard is I don't have to shave. Like, I shave my neck every 2 or 3 days. That's it. I've never grown, like, a lot of facial hair. Stop it, Brad. No, you wouldn't. Yeah. I would, if I shaved my beard off, I would grow it right back. Before I had a beard, I always had sideburns. Kind of almost in the chop range, like down to here. So I've always had at least like sideburns. I was definitely like 90210 back in the day, if y'all know that one. I stopped even trimming my beard. I just pay the 5 or 10 extra at Sports Clips to do it. Yeah. You need to see Mutton Chop, Brad. It's getting so light now, right? The gray is coming in. This is where the gray comes in the most, right? So I would have to grow like a big fuzzy one to even see it, right? It's just so lightweight, right there. Diet fun colors. I would dye my hair. I wouldn't dye my beard. That would bother me. That would like tactically bother me, even though it wouldn't be like an issue. It would just I would just be like, it's green. It's green. I do crazy facial hair for charity. Yeah, I'd do any of that stuff. Like it doesn't bother me that much to do it. I would dye my hair. I would shave. I would do like, like some Lemmy stuff or whatever we do here, some Fu Manchus, whatever. My son just hit a sub goal to dye his beard. He ended up with a green beard. Yeah, I don't think I think the only thing I wouldn't do would be dye my beard. I think that would just like bother me. I wouldn't do rainbow beard. Rainbow hair, sure. Rainbow beard. I'm back. Are you already done? I did one. Then we had to do giveaways. So we're doing a giveaway. Let's pick a winner. What up? Thunder Viking. Second ever. Man, that's the OG Zero Wins Club leader. Now you have 2 wins. You're never going to be able to complain again. All the way up to 2. So if you're new to the chat, Thunder Viking was like a 30+ month subscriber and had never won a giveaway. And then now, and it's been probably like, I don't know, it's been a while. Reba's was only run twice. Wow. Nice. All right. Send me your shipping address and tell me you won the sand glass. All right. Then I think let's do another page here. And then I'll figure out if we're going to do something else. I'm not in a huge rush today because I'm only going to go ship this afternoon. Am I caught up on my writing? I don't even know. Put on lo-fi reminder. Okay, what do y'all think? Would you rather have like a lo-fi music in the background while I'm writing? It doesn't bother me, so. Is it better for me just to be silent or to have a little music in the background while it's silent here? Cup Van Marte, 16 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Do y'all have a preference? I don't know. It's just I'm uncomfortable in silence personally, so I think about it while I'm actually writing. Like I've thought about how quiet it is while I was writing, like very, very, very frequently. Lo-fi is nice. All right, give me a sec. Because I think those are definitely need some background noise. Yeah, my head is clear when I'm doing this, except for how quiet it is. Like I was always one of those people, like in high school, I had to study with the TV on or music on. I didn't mean I was watching or listening. It just I couldn't be quiet. I don't do like libraries well unless I'm reading. We can have my wife yelling at Toby. We need non-music sounds like recording a mechanical keyboard or bird chirping. Is the music DMCA safe? Yes. So did I save the channels? I'm going to double check the channels when I go to them. But I think the main lo-fi is available to stream. But I want to make sure I just read the inputs well, or read the descriptions well. Where can I find this? Yeah, like I wouldn't pick like some real music. I'd pick some music that's designed for this. Lo-fi. So the reason why I have to think about this. Whoa, I need to put this on mute. The reason why I have to think about this is because I put my VODs up on YouTube and they will get removed if you're not careful. Oh, you know what I should do? I should just do like an Apple Music one. Is there like an Apple Music one playlist? So apologies. I should have done this ahead of time. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. There you go. That I could pull up on Study with Sex Pistols was always available for me. Yeah. I work while watching the stream and it's easy to work when Brad's talking. Yeah, like it's uncomfortable for me, Strange Camel. Let's just see here. Okay, use our music. I apologize. We should probably just save this for next time. Just so I am safe. See, like I wish I could use something like Wilco is like a good background writing music. All right, let's just do this. We can test it out this time. Check out the link I posted, Nemo's Dreamscape. Okay. Oldies playing in a coffee shop. So it's just raining sounds, like outdoor sounds. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, like this is like Fallout radio. Y'all ever play Fallout? All right. Let's go with this. Yeah, Fallout radio is great. I could listen to that. All right, let's go with this for this round. We'll see what happens to the video. I don't think anything will happen. This is the main Chill Hop channel. I think it's okay for background. It's fine on Twitch. Like, I could play real music on Twitch. It's just the VODs that go to YouTube. I'll let y'all know if this gets dinged. All right, so let's do. I would be up for like birds chirping. I have the windows down. You could I can hear them. Y'all probably can't hear them. I love Fallout music except Johnny Guitar. Yeah, see, like my background music could be hard or soft. Yeah, I need strings and pedals harp loop. That's what we need. We should crowdfund Annabelle harp background music, license free. You could separate the tracks when you export to YouTube. Could I? Can I do that straight through Twitch export? I haven't looked at that because I don't know that my audio channels are. Okay, is there a link on how to do that? Streamlabs. Okay, I need to look in that. If there's a link, I will set that up. All right, let me do this next page. Need to do it before, yeah, like before I would start. Yeah. I need to. It would take a little bit of configuration on my side, because I think you're hearing this music through my microphone, which is not what we want anyway. So I don't think I have the sound input correctly. So we'll work on this for next time. You can't hear it at all. I mean, it's very quiet. Can y'all hear that? It's more for me. All right, let's get to writing. Yeah, I don't have this set up correctly, so we'll worry about it for next time. That's what I'm using. Chill Hop Haunted House. Yeah, Young Talk behind my back. So if I'm going to do this frequently, if I'm going to do this like once a week, I'll have this set up correctly for the future. My apologies for today. We'll just do a little bit. We'll do one more session and then see how it goes. All right, where are we at here? Beginning of the room. All right, so I'm gonna kick this timer off. All right, see you, Mickey Winter Vlad. I also need like a cam for the timer, so maybe I'll put that on the stream too. So if we keep working on this, we'll lock down the process a little bit better. So let me know your recommendations, suggestions, things like that. And then you may decide that it's better without music, so we can do that too. So let's just play around with it and see. Yeah, we can do some votes, figure out the background music. So we will work on this because I want to do this more. Because honestly, I would like to be able to do this in outside of the normal stream schedule as well. So think of today as an experiment. Y'all can hear my wife fixing lunch. I have the door open. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty distracted this session. Posture check. Cooking sounds. Cooking. I just need to get up and shut the door. It's driving me crazy. Get back to work, Annabelle. – 15 minutes seems like a long time. I'm having issues this time, chat. thinking about what I'm doing more than what I'm actually doing. I have some ideas. But we're going to get through this one. All right, timer's done. Let me finish this sentence. All right, done. Let's talk about this. I had a lot of thoughts. Pen kind of matches my shirt. All right, 1 second, chat. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. All right, so number one, that was 30 minutes worth of writing. So about 45 minutes for 2 pages, and this is a little bit larger. Like some pages I write smaller, right? You can tell these are some smaller words, so it takes a while. Like this is not a quick process. So if you're going into this on your own, definitely don't think this is a quick process. So it's a long-term commitment. Let me write a page number on here. Secondly, I don't know if I can do more than one segment of this per stream. It seems I like one of the things I like about this stream is like the back and forth that we have and just the chit chat stuff. So maybe on like the regular streams we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is normal. Maybe we drop in for one segment, and if I get the bug to do a different writing segment, like if I'm on a write at night, maybe we just have like, get everyone prepared for just like sitting and writing for like an hour, something like that. outside of the normal schedule. So something I got to think about. I need to play around with this, see what I want to do. So it's fun. Like I like doing this. I think maybe like one segment per like normal podcast is plenty. Like knock out one 15-minute timer, something like that. I don't know. Open to thoughts. I like it. I wouldn't want to do this all day, every day. So maybe like outside of the normal schedule. We'll see. The thing is, I need to do it, right? So this is like part of my time to do things like this. So it's kind of fun. It's fun. So podcast question mark. We had one. I do a podcast. So, all right. What else do we need to talk about today, chat? I think we're about wrapped here. Momo Crafting missed the email conversation earlier. I also owe Momo Crafting a response. I'll be bringing back weeknight writing streams for November. Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I can join Toasty and do it. Hype for Mexico. I wasn't totally hyped for Austin. It turned out to be a really good race. Lost in it like yesterday. No worries. Yeah, no problem. So moderate. I mean, averagely. Like just because I enjoy watching it, but I'm not like desperate to get in there. If that makes sense. So, who knows? So we'll see. So, what else I got going on? So we're shipping today. Got some knock stuff to start today. I don't know how many orders I gotta look. I'm scared to look. It's gonna be a lot. So, writing Friday. Yeah, pretty normal schedule here coming up. I like that it's an evening race for us. Hella cozy. I actually had the European schedule works the best for me because I'm usually not doing much on the weekend mornings. Or if I am, I can come back in the weekend afternoon and pick it up. I had a harder time keeping up with the schedule. Are you getting more seeds? No, Knock is shutting down, so we are not getting more seeds. That was it. Rip. But maybe we'll collaborate with someone down the line to make the seed case because it's a good case. They're all good cases, Bront. They're all good cases. Accountability writing session with chat. We also need to start our own copy projects. Yes, I did see that. Yeah. So, all right. Barking too long. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Brad is now seedless. I mean, we took care of that a while ago. Just saying. All right, anyone we need to go raid today? I think we're gonna wrap it up here. That's a good spot to wrap it up on. Appreciate that, I think. I'm not sure. Let me get this out of here. Anyone doing... What will you do for Kickstarter pin show rewards? I have at least 2 really strong ideas for that. And then we'll see. So yeah, I'm not overly concerned about that. Hey, thank y'all for hanging out. I really appreciate y'all. What is this? Sorry, I'm looking at other streams. See if we see anything interesting going on. What we should do is we should just do a Kickstarter for the portal. And like there's just, one portal winner. I do in the past, which we haven't done it recently because we haven't been traveling. So my podcast partner Mike and I will do a Kickstarter stream to help bring Mike over from England to the US to go to a pin show, and we'll put on like a live show event. So we'll do Kickstarters with different project rewards to help fund that. And in the past, we've made like pin cases like specifically for those events. So what else have we done? guess we did Retro 51 one year. We've done pin cases before, things like that. So, making pin show, pass. I decided I don't want to put on a pin show. I've thought about it, but I don't think I want to actually manage that. See you, Rainies. Go to work. All right. Celery Men's not on yet. Y'all want to go hang out? Y'all want to go hang out in Celery's chat? Celery's chat. While they get ready to stream, they're gonna do more writing like I did today. We should probably do that. We'll go make them start early. They get mad when I do that. I feel like we should go say hi to somebody. At the Allman Brothers Museum. We could actually do that. They have a facility for that. I've never been. All right, we'll go make Celery mad. Burbs is on. Burbs is playing Animal Crossing, which would be a fun stream. I don't think we've rated Celery in a week or two. So we're going to head over there. We're going to go there. Gonna go watch some Magic content. Nice. Mike told me to get that Marvel card game. I'll look at that. I'll look at that one. So, all right. Thanks for hanging out. If you have any commentary on like me writing on stream and if it's like really boring, let me know. I'm curious. I'm having a hard time exiting because I'm thinking so much. Love y'all's faces. Have a good one. Bye.